Hey, it's a review for the Pod Generation. I just watched it last night with my best friend, my wife. I loved it. I recommend it. I think it's great. I cannot find out or figure out why it's not in theaters. It looks like it got pulled after a run at Sundance, and I really don't know why, because it's a fantastic movie. It's very sweet. It's very thoughtful. It's visually stunning. The production value is fine. It's got two great performances by the leads, Emilia Clarke and Chiwetel Ejiofor. They play this really sweet couple. It asks really deep questions, but it doesn't take itself so seriously or be so dark in tone that it's not fun. It's still a really fun movie, and I watch it with my wife over and over again. I'll watch it with my kids. I love it. It reminded me of 2001: A Space Odyssey at times with the HAL 9000, because it talks about the over-reliance on technology and this kind of blind, almost obedience to it. It talks about kind of replacing our traditional classical ethics with more technology, and there's digital therapy in it. Okay, I'll just put it that way. And people look to technology to solve all of their problems, and at no point it doesn't seem like anybody bothered to go to any sort of church or talk to any kind of priest. But that absence was so conspicuous that I feel like that in itself was making a statement about it. So a list of other movies that it reminded me of. There's a Jurassic Park vibe, because I just watched Jurassic Park. We're gonna review that soon. Just using technology and groundbreaking technology in such a way that we don't really think about whether we should do it. We're too obsessed wondering or being excited about the fact that we can. So there's that. My wife very astutely pointed out it's basically like a Black Mirror episode, but not a super sad or violent or scary one. There's no violence in the movie. We just saw What Happened to Monday, a Netflix original, which is super awesome, and I'm going to review that, and I recommend it. But that also talks about having kids in the future, and me and my wife are having a kid soon, so it's weighing on our minds. I mean, we're definitely thinking about it all the time, and we're very excited about it. So movies like this are kind of right in our wheelhouse right now. So if you guys are in the same position, I would totally check out Pod Generation. She also pointed out it's like Brave New World with the neo genetics and all that. So if you're into that, I got Megan vibes just a little bit from the movie Megan, the new one about the evil robot. There's no evil robots in this movie. It's not that kind of movie, but just again, introducing new and potentially like unknown technologies into your home just because, oh, it's available now and we can. So there's that. Overall, I like that it addressed the, I'll say, imminent corporate takeover of the world and basically every element of our lives. And it did not talk about it favorably. It explored that there will be advantages to new technology, of course, but overall, I think it makes a nice statement about how cautious we should be. I think it's a cautionary tale about the future and our over-reliance on technology. And I meant to get into this while we were talking about Cosmopolis, which is a worse movie than Pod Generation. But they were talking in that movie about nature versus technology, and I forgot to touch on that. This movie talks about nature versus technology, but it shows it through these two characters so well, and I think so much more beautifully and so much more, I'll say, elegantly or eloquently than Cosmopolis, which is a pretty eloquent movie. I just had no idea what was going on in it. Pod Generation is one of my favorite movies of the whole year. I really, really recommend it. Give it a chance. Find it if you can, because it's not in theaters. But thanks so much for watching, guys. More movies later.